Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you are. Thank you for watching this live stream. We have Bloodline Security. No,
Yet. No.
not yet. Not yet.
It's good to see you, man.
Oh man, how you guys doing today, man? You know what? It's always a good day in crypto. Even though when it's down, it's out, nobody's around, everybody's like, hey, it's not fun anymore, right? It's still a good day because we're bottoming.
Exactly.
There's signs of a bottom here.
It's always a good day, right?
And whilst we are pulling back a little bit, right? It always happens, right? Whenever we create like a divergence, right? And it confirms and stuff like that on the Bitcoin chart. And that's what happened. Remember those double divergences I showed you guys last week? Well, those things have been confirmed and on the daily. And so when they do confirm, especially on the daily, there's always a little bit of a pullback because, people who are noobs to hit the buy button on the confirmation.
And they get spanked.
And they get spanked. So, that's how the market works. So, with that said, right, we're going to have a great show for you guys. So make sure you hit the like. We're up to 26 likes. Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
Let's do this.
Thank you, guys. How many people are watching?
They're coming in. They're coming in fast.
Okay, yeah, nice.
About 200 on YouTube and about 500 on X.
All right, so we're looking for 150 likes, man. I don't know if you could do that. If some of you guys from what's it called? Twitter can come down, right? Hit the like
Or
button
on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube that would be awesome. Also subscribe, man. Just because, even though you're watching it on X, right? Just hit the subscribe for me. I really appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Okay.
Exactly.
With that said, make sure you hit the subscribe button on Mr. M's podcast as well.
Thank you. I just uploaded a fantastic video with Bram, Bitcoin for Millennial. He has a podcast. He's a fellow podcaster. I think it was a really good chat, especially towards the end where we discuss MSTY and potentially, taking some of your stack to have a passive income. So, which we want to make a video as well.
Yes, we're going to be looking into that for you guys, and you know what? It's going to be a good one. Once we have to test it out, make sure that it's we understand the risks and we explain it to you properly.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be like, how's this possible?
I know. I mean, for disclosure, I have started a small position in MSTY, which is it's a play on MSTR, which is MicroStrategy. Actually, it's called Strategy now, whatever.
Yeah, but why don't we wait until the video, dude?
Yeah, no, exactly. I was about to say we will show everything, the old journey, right? So we will tell exactly how much money we made, how much money we invested, why we are doing it, and break it down into a video for you guys. Yeah, exactly. So stay tuned on that one.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It'll be good, yeah.
Okay.
All right, if you think crypto is scary, try working 40 years without being able to save anything, then retire with nothing at 70. Damn! Damn!
Yeah, that's scary, dog. That's scary. And that's the way a system works, right? Why? Why is it working that way, right? It's because fiat money, right, loses value. And what they do is they push you into stocks which say, look, they've all outperformed. But no, dude. No. That's not in all cases, right? For example, there are larger cycles inside every cycle of stocks, right? So stocks and companies, they grow and then they collapse and then they grow again. And it's within a 16 to 32 year cycle. So I think it's a 16-year cycle where everything just collapses and drops and then slowly grows again. And then I think it's more of like an S curve. But anyways, it is horrible, right? So it's usually 30 years of losses, right? And especially with our current system, it's really difficult to see the losses because it's hidden as the stock market goes up, but you're not actually gaining more value. You're losing value. Because the prices of everything are going up faster.
What's your number for? I mean the real number, because when you look into inflation, they say 2%. Yeah, right. I mean, what do you think is the real number? 8-10%?
I think if you put here's the thing. If you can earn 25% per year, right, on whatever investment you got, then it's good. If not, like if it's like 12 or 15, no, not good enough because inflation is at that rate, really, I think. And if we do shadow stats, right, I think shadow stats is clear, right?
And the reason why you're doing the search, the reason why I've asked is because we rely on the CPLI, right?
Exactly, not shadow stats, which is the real index, right? So here, let's see if they have any. If they have, they used to have it available for everyone to see alternative data. Oh, there we go. So inflation. So you see how it was like way up there.
Damn.
Right? In some cases, depending on which metric you use, right? Mm-hmm. So if you probably just go with the highest metric, right? And that's probably the most accurate, right?
Would it be 15%?
So right now, at this rate, if you go with the highest metric based on the 90s, I think the 80s one would be better. That's the way the government signed it, measured inflation. It's at 8%.
Damn.
By the 90s measurement. And if you go by the 80s measurement, right here, down in the 80s based measurement, you can see it's at, around in the middle of 12%, right?
So
12.
Just to put it in perspective, sorry to cut you off. I just want to make sure I understand this correctly. So if this graph is correct, he's suggesting, let's say 10%, which is easier to do the math. So that means in 10 years, everything you have in the bank is gone.
No, 50%.
50%.
More than 50%. You lost.
Damn.
Yeah.
So purchasing power, like, the number will be the same. So let's say you have $100,000. The number, of course, the money in the bank stays the same, but the things you can buy with it
Exactly.
is going down 50%.
Yeah.
Every 10 years. So
every 7 years.
Every 7 years. So in 20 years,
72.
it's gone.
Yeah. So you divide the percentage by the 72, and then that's how many years before your money gets cut in half.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like Jesse, it could go lower. Yes.
Yeah.
I can tell you're watching this show, bro. Damn.
Oh, damn. So yeah, there it is. 25% in revenue coming in, whatever you invest your money. So you need to earn like 25%
To just stay on par.
just to make sure that you're actually earning. You're earning.
Yeah, because if you do less, you will basically have the same purchasing power.
Exactly, because you could end up, because it's going to fluctuate a lot, right? So you're trying to get anywhere between 20 and 20%. And because we don't know how badly they're going to print at any point in time, right? The worst case was 25%. So you're going to have to, so you're going to have to earn more than that, right?
Yeah.
So
That's insane. And I don't know how much the stock gives you on average, but I think it's way less than 25. Mm-hmm. That's why you need Bitcoin.
That's why, I'm just holding Bitcoin, right? Because it gives me more than what the inflation is, right? So there it is.
Wow. Well, thank you for showing me this, showing us this, actually. I didn't know this website.
All right, so let's play this clip, right? About, I think is about the strategic reserves.
Yeah, so Pomp was on CNBC. Is it already under 3 minutes?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect.
Authorized by Congress?
So there's a bunch of different ways they could do it. I think what they're trying to figure out is what is the best way to do it. And so a couple of examples would be they could revalue the gold, they could sell some of that, they can then go and they could buy Bitcoin.
Does that have to be done with Congress's approval?
There's a debate around who would be responsible, who would be involved. And they
Can
have
all this has to be done with executive order? I mean,
Well, they have an interagency group right now that's working together. And so at that table is everyone from energy policymakers to law enforcement to economic advisors. Kind of everyone is trying to figure this out. I don't think you're going to see kind of very rash decision-making kind of unilaterally, but I do think that working group is trying to figure it out. But you also have things like the tariff revenue or other areas where we may be saving money that we previously were wasting or abusing. And so I think that is probably, to me, the thing that the market most misunderstands is it's not just, hey, we're going to hold the Bitcoin. They're going to actively try to buy Bitcoin. And there's other countries around the world, they may be acquiring Bitcoin by mining and using natural resources that they have there. And so I think there's a lot of strategies here that the U.S. is going to pursue.
and maybe I'm just, this part I am skeptical about. Given the question mark about how much money we actually will raise as a function of tariffs, because if we, look, arguably, if we can get down to 0-0, there will be no tariffs. That would be a pretty good outcome too.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that's going to shake out. If you want to lower taxes on tips and everything else, you're going to need to offset that with something else. Effectively, you're buying Bitcoin, you're leveraging up the taxpayer. Like that, you're basically going to have to sell treasuries to buy Bitcoin. So you could. That's like what Michael Saylor does. It's just in a different format. And the question is whether the American public is game for that. I think that's a very sort of fundamental question.
Well, I think that gold has served this purpose for a very long time. Obviously, the United States has done very well holding on to that gold. And what people are really starting to wrap their head.
Okay, I have to jump in here. Yeah, wait a second here. So the American public is not game for the government to earn more money than it's stealing from us. They're not game for that, right? Because that's what you're saying, right? And so, I mean, not money, because it's not real money anyway. So.
It's not even the bank, it's not even yours.
But the point is, right? It's ridiculous. There are game for, I don't know, whatever kind of program in Afghanistan or some other country that has nothing to do to help out the United States.
Yep.
They're game for that.
And everyone is fine with it.
Exactly. They're game for funding another war somewhere else. Game for that.
Or gender changing for kids, whatever.
Exactly.
It's nuts. So that's why the argument doesn't make sense. And shout out to Pomp for standing up with this crap basically every day, because it goes a lot on CNBC. And like you said, the point is, like, it's not like people have to pay with taxes. Let's figure it out first. Where are those money going, aka Doge, what Elon is doing with Vivek, right? But yeah, it's interesting to see so much skepticism around.
Yeah, exactly. Just the hypocrisy. I don't see this man talking when, there's all kinds of stuff when the government's buying billions of dollars of condoms for people.
Yeah, exactly. So,
in another country.
Would you rather,
where are you talking? Why are you not chippity chan about that?
Yeah, would you rather invest into assets or spend money in crap? It's up to you, right? It's your choice.
Heads around is that Bitcoin is digital gold. And so as we head into this world, you need things that are sound money, right? That's ultimately what you're trying to do here. And gold is an analog version of sound money. It's outside of the legacy financial system.
If you don't believe that, if you don't, in this case, if you don't believe it, then it could be a huge mistake.
Listen, I think that every decision they make financially could be a mistake, right? Holding gold could be a mistake in the future.
Right.
So you have to take some degree of risk.
Holding fiat, holding bonds, holding long duration bond, all those things could be bigger mistakes than Bitcoin.
I think that the big shift that's happened, obviously, many people that watch this show probably grew up in a 60-40 portfolio world. A lot of the younger people are saying that 60-40 portfolio no longer works for me. And so things like Bitcoin are entering into that conversation. And as these young people ascend to positions of power and influence, I think they'll have a big hand in making these decisions.
Anthony Pompliano.
Boom! Like that.
I like Pomp.
I like this and like that and like this and
I did message him because I wanted to come back on the podcast. He was once already, but it's been a year. So he will probably hopefully coming back.
Awesome. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. All right. Look at this. Halving progress. For those of whom they think the bull market is over, I would encourage them to study Bitcoin. I mean, of course, I don't know, but based on my investigation and the data I see on a daily basis, we're just 25% in. And guess what? The top always occur after, right? So, yeah, I think we are in for a surprise. We've seen some volatility coming in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's part of the game.
Exactly. It's just a little bit of volatility, that's all. It's not much. You can handle a little volatility here and there, right, people? Yeah, right.
If you still have kidneys, sell it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now's the time. Now's the time.
Oh, damn, yes. We are bottoming here. So, yeah, time to be very frugal and get some Bitcoin. Yeah, because, hey, but, a lot of people want, cash flow. And so make sure you do have some sort of means of earning money whilst you're collecting all these Bitcoins, because without that, right, you do need to work. You do need to prove something, right?
Indeed.
You're not a bank where you can just print money. Eh?
You wish you were.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, You need to do the work. You have to do it the honest way, which of course, it's not fair that the criminals get to steal, print more money and free and whatever. But it is what it is, right? Because we've all accepted that these guys can be masters of the universe, and we work for them, and that's just the way it is. So, produce some money and get some Bitcoin, because once that switch is over, boy, oh boy, these guys don't know how to survive.
Yeah.
Because that's all they know how to do is print. What are they going to do?
I can hear the
when they
engine
can't
warming
print?
up already. Yeah.
What are they going to do?
They'll come after your Bitcoin.
Exactly. Because they're criminals.
Yeah, indeed. Crypto Burb, another friend, posted this. I couldn't agree more with this. You can see in different colors, different bull markets, right? And in the kind of a graphite, what's that, dark black or whatever the color is, you can see that this is the current bull market. And if you draw a line of some sort, you can see that we are about to blast off, right? So again, another example of...
Strap in.
Strap in. Hopium full speed, of course,
yes.
as always. As always.
If some butts, cherries, and nuts says, Merry Christmas coming.
But hey, here's the thing. There is going to be a point. I don't think we're in a super cycle. That's my opinion. I don't think we are in a super cycle. That's me. I could be wrong. But there is going to be a point where we will be bearish.
Well, yes, that's true. But what happens if we get to 400,000? Would you consider that a super at that cycle if we got to 400,000 Bitcoin?
I guess it depends on when that happens, right?
Yeah, between now and
the end of the
November.
No, I don't think no. I think a super cycle for me would be like a stupid number, like $1 million.
That'd be super, all right.
that'd be super, all right.
400,000, but $1 million would be very super.
That would be nice. But yeah.
But come on, come on. Would you have to admit that what would be like from 40,000, 400,000 is like 10x. So that's what we're double that. So 5x?
That would be massive. But I guess there are many ways to define super cycles. Sorry, probably should have been more precise. My definition would be the 4 year in which Bitcoin is trapped, right? So it doesn't actually matter the price as long as it stays into a retracement. That's my definition. Maybe I didn't explain, but I don't think we are in that point. I think there will be a correction at some point. Not as strong as 80%, maybe 60, maybe 50. I don't know. I don't think we will go, and you can clip me here. I don't think we'll ever see Bitcoin going lower where the ETF has entered, which was 47.50. That's my absolute, because they won't let it go down. They'll fight for that number. But what it goes after in terms of upside, well, it's infinite, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, because it's just too cheap. Bitcoin is not going anywhere. So if they drop the price low enough, to get you guys to sell, there's going to be a lot of buyers coming in the market, right? A lot of big buyers.
I think so. The ETF was launched January 11, 2024, and the price was over in between 47, 50,000. I don't remember the number exactly. And I strongly believe we will never see Bitcoin going under. Again, that's my opinion.
All right. So yeah,
so this is basically this is a
kidneys for sale. Kidneys for sale.
In the description, you'll find 10%.
10% off.
2 kidneys. So you can see this is basically a zoom-in version of the chart with the prior, right? So
nice.
Overall, I think we should be up for a
little bit of a retracement back to this line. Maybe retest that line would be okay, satisfactory.
I would be happy to do that. And we see a bullish crossover coming in on a 3 daily chart. I don't even know if it's a thing, but I know people are cherry picking. But hey, you will find in data what you wish to find, right? But I think bullish crossovers seem to be. I think we talked about this. Was it last week? But it was on a weekly chart.
Yes, exactly. This is pretty accurate. I mean, we did a crossover before on the MACD, but yeah, just keep in mind it could cross back and slap us. But yeah, I think it's a good indication that things might be reversing, and I'm seeing things reversing in general, right? There's like bubbling up of all kinds of meme coins and altcoins, right? Just all of a sudden they make a big pop, and it's like I get alerts on it, and the pops are into the upside. So, yeah, things are starting to turn.
Exactly. Do you know what is my favorite indicator? That the sentiment is very bearish. Like we see people calling for Bitcoin at 60,000 in QA. Like see in the comments, we are dumping, no hopes. And not to pick on you guys, but my axe is full of. That's it. The top was in. A bunch of people drawing charts. Hey, I could be wrong here, so I don't know what's going to happen by any means. But I think you'll be disappointed if you're hoping for Bitcoin to get to Q4 is the most bullish time of the year. I'm not expecting a dump. I'm expecting a pump.
Exactly.
But time will tell.
Exactly. All right. So look at this. 15% almost, man.
Damn.
Can you I want you guys to understand something when you look at this. When you see this, whether you're watching this, if you're watching this on a phone, let me just zoom in for you. Oops.
And thank you for almost the 100 likes, guys. You are the best. 93.
Oops. That's 15%. Right there. 15%.
Damn.
Right? Is in the hands of big corporations that probably not, and countries that are probably not going to let go. Right? And once that gets to 30%, man, that's a lot of Bitcoin. A lot of Bitcoin. Not much left for you guys. So make sure you get yours and don't let go of it.
They will find a way to take them off you.
They will.
They'll find a way.
Because they're money printers, man. That's how they do. That's how they do.
Yeah. Sentiment is interesting. Look at this. Fear and greed, 29. Again, I mean, guys, like I say all the time, Bitcoin at $83,000 and we are in fear. I mean, I'll take it all day. All day.
It's kind of, yeah, exactly. Kind of like
it's the best place to be. Think about when we're in greed, what that number is going to be.
Yeah, imagine at 40K, you're telling people, yeah, you know what? If we're going to be at 80K and
massive fear.
Yeah, fear is going to get gotten down to stream fear and stuff like that.
Crazy. And exactly, look at free. You know, once a printer, they haven't even started printing, and they'll have to. I mean, Jerome is speaking soon, right? There was an emergency meeting not long ago with the feds. They are panicking. They're going to open that press.
The floodgates, man. The floodgates are going to come.
The helicopter money.
And so, yeah.
As you say, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Ben Bernanke was known as Helicopter Ben, right? Because he said that he'd drop money out of helicopters if he had to, right? So he'd drop it not on you, of course, but on his good friends, right?
Exactly. And the thing is, like, you'll have the invisible inflation that we are talking about.
Exactly. It's so sad how it is, right? Think about that. The Helicopter Ben was dropping money from helicopters.
Helicopter Ben.
And he was dropping money from helicopters, right? And it just wasn't on you. It was on the banks, on his friends, his family members, just not you. Because that's how crime works, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you need some free money? I got your back. What? That's bad for everybody else? Well, what do we care?
Exactly. It's gonna rain like a strip club. That's it.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it's gonna be.
Wow.
I sympathize with that. I think we'll see a strip club moment. What was the helicopter ban? It's gonna be a strip club ban. But I mean, for what it's worth, I think you'll agree with me, Da Vinci, that it doesn't actually matter if you speculate it's going up or down. Please do that with a small percentage of your portfolio. I've seen a bunch of comments on Twitter saying, I've sold all my Bitcoin because I'm going to buy them at 50,000. I think it's a really bad idea.
Exactly.
So I would do so, no financial advice, but I will save a bag that I won't speculate with. Then you can have another bag, right? But don't sell all your Bitcoin, man, because we don't know what's going to happen. Nobody knows.
Okay. All right. So the treasuries, right?
ETFs, okay. We've seen a smidge of a light on April 14. We've seen 1.5 million. Hey, as long as it's not negative, I'll take it. And of course, yesterday we see a little bit of a major one coming mainly from IBTC, so BlackRock. We'll see what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm expecting a bit of a correction because we've seen a decent pump into, I think, 86 and then down to 84, where we are now, 83 something. So I guess we'll have a look at the ETFs on Friday and see where we are.
All right, guys, I'm gonna do a little quick giveaway on if you registered with my code, right? Just go to me.DaVinciJ15.com and you sign up with this game. I'm gonna give away some meme coins. I'm gonna give 1,000 me tokens to each person who has a wallet, of course. Just message me on the game. Hey, I signed up and I'm playing on your land.
Nice.
You're playing on my land. I send you 1,000 me tokens for a limited time only. So make sure if you're interested in playing this game, head over to mee.davincij15.com right now and get some me tokens.
Nice. There's also the link in the description.
Because this thing's gonna launch, and then the value of this is gonna pump heavy. So, especially into this next bull run. So yeah, there you go. All right, I'm not saying that they'll outperform Bitcoin. Might outperform for a little while, but not in the long run. That's all, right?
But that's what we discussed yesterday, right? There is going to be a time in which some altcoins and or projects are going to outperform briefly.
Exactly. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the degen section, but we're gonna go to do a special degen for you guys. Special degen.
You're gonna enjoy this today because
You're gonna.
I think another cup to the DJ.
We are gonna get so filthy. You guys are gonna vomit.
That's the emotion. Pretty much.
So, how filthy we're gonna get? Well, Mexi wanted me to check out their exchange, and they sent me like $500 USD to do some trades to try out their exchange. But instead of just doing it on my own and seeing if it's any good, I've decided to do it live and see how good this is. And you know what? That's what we're going to do. So, with that said, here it is. We're going to do a 400x leverage trade. 400.
Damn. I mean, we had to add a leverage.
It's interesting. I don't know if this is the case, but this is the first exchange where they said, "Oh, here's a bunch of money to trade with," and instantly I would go to the futures or whatever. It would be available.
Yeah, I was impressed as well.
Yeah, most of the times I'd have to go through, find some button to click, some action to make, to do this. I have to go like this, go like that, go like this.
Deposit from the deposit to
move this to here to that, dump over this hoop, and then ride a camel, right? What?
I know. That's why the first thing you said to me, you say, okay, let's see if it's where it should be. Well, it is exactly where it should be.
Okay, well, let's do the 400x right now.
Damn. By the way, guys, as always, so this goes beyond anything. Do not, by any means, do a 400x leverage.
$10. $10, right?
This is fun.
Long. Is it set to market? Yes, it's market. So let's do that.
Okay.
Go long, because I was seeing that we should have bought, but I was chatting too much, and there we go. We probably missed our window a little bit.
I think the window, the window was supposed to be that correction, right? So
yeah, because it was like this correction was reversing, and then you can see that there was a clear indication that hey, this might be popping off. So let's just design let's just take this to a liquidation, and let's design a
take profit
zone.
Nice
here, right? So liquidation would be
do not try this at home. Yeah, please don't do that. Like
that'd be 0.25%, right? Let's see here.
Is that a 2-to-1?
Yeah, there's no 2-to-1 on this one.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
But let's go for it anyways. Let's take profits at 83.9 and let's see what happens. Let's just see.
How much money that would give us?
Well, for 400 times $10. That's so a lot. Let's see here. It would be. Let me see here. Percentage wise, let's see what it is.
That's crazy.
0.4%. Oh, let's do it on here. Let's see. They'll say right here instead of me doing the math in my head. Because if we do a stop loss, it should.
That should tell us the gains.
And the stop loss and take profits. Let's go just take profits.
It's like 400 leverage is like a proper
83,
roulette
9.
spin. 400 elevator to hell. Yes, exactly, Laura. Lucas, thank you. In Brazil, obrigado. 3 a.m. Thank you for tuning in, brother.
What? Didn't we just do a 400x leverage? 400x long. That's position. Oh, because I see what the problem was is I put $10 at 400x instead of. Okay, I got it. I keep forgetting. That's not how it works. Okay, so let me just do that again.
Okay.
Cancel it. Well, I'll just add to another trade and go. Take 1%.
Oh, okay, I see.
No, we need 2% because that would be the right amount. 10%. 10% would be. 10% would be $50, $5.
Yeah.
So 2%. Okay.
2%. Yep. Okay.
2%. So let's just do that. Limit.
I'm scanning the chat, by the way, guys. If you have some questions, please put them in the chat. There will be a Q&A segment at the end.
Just go long. Hit the long button. Just see what happens. Quantity is $1,500, so let's just do that. There you go.
Nice. Okay, but how do you feel about the exchange? It feels pretty smooth, no?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's see how long this takes. It probably won't take us long to get either liquidated or fully liquidated or
Make some money.
bloodline security.
Exactly.
Let's see.
And hey, stay tuned, guys, because there might be some giveaways with the profits, right?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't decided yet, but we have a bunch of ideas. So stay tuned. Remember to subscribe, because who knows? Maybe we'll do something for you.
Exactly. So here we go. We got our longs on. Okay. With that said, it's time for the second part of the Degen section. That if you should do what we do, right? If you do that stupid, 400x leverage trade, that's also degen of you.
You should never do.
Totally degen of you.
Yeah,
Totally.
a little bit. A little bit degen.
Totally. But if you did it, no, that's it. Is you make sure you take out the insurance. What kind of insurance?
It's your fault, insurance.
All right, and hit the like, hit the subscribe, and let's continue.
I like this. I am not selling my bottle to buy Bitcoin. We've been there. We've been there, brother. We've been, sister. I don't know.
Oh, damn.
Oh
my gosh.
Yeah.
Butthole coins up, so your butthole prices are higher.
It's going higher.
But it could go higher.
It could go higher. Hold on that butthole. Sorry, guys. I had to go there.
Oh, damn.
This is way too fun, man.
It is so much fun.
This is way too fun.
Okay, so here we are. We got retarded finance, right? Like, did we expect anything less? If we did, we were retarded finance.
Exactly. I mean, I was, was it like the how do you say something when it's in four? Quartet.
The quartet?
The quartet was strong, man. Mm-hmm. And we got it, Retarded Dog, Ethereum Maxi.
Yeah, we got all the quartet, yes.
But hey, look at that. Maybe we can buy the bottom here. Maybe it's because Bitcoin, to be fair, dumped. And I think it took the old market with it.
Yeah, okay. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. So that's brilliant.
That's how it's going.
Do you want me to buy this retarded dog again? Because we already lost our pants on this one.
I think this is a good entry, personally.
Oh boy.
Let me change it so you can put the password. We'll give you guys another view on the studio. I think it could be a good entry. What do you think? I mean, after all, it's retarded dog.
This is just retarded. This is just retarded.
I mean, this is...
Didn't we already add to this retarded dog at the top? And then we made some money and we said, let's buy some more.
I think that's what we've done.
Yeah, we did.
So it would be like a.
So we are super retarded now.
But only
Look.
point one, right?
We got rejected. Rejected.
We only got 0.1.
Yeah,
Oh,
twice.
No, twice. Okay, so then we already have a bag of retarded dogs. We should probably leave it, right?
Maybe we should just leave it and see what happens.
But it could be.
Could go higher.
It could go higher.
Could go higher.
It could retard the bloodline.
Yeah. Could go higher.
Imagine talking to people. I retired my bloodline with a retarded dog.
Hey, they'd be like, good on you.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know,
did something
those
good.
dogs.
They love.
Yeah, they need love too. All right, so let's sell some coins, right? Butthole? No,
I was selling the
it's at $70, man.
I'll clinch. I'd rather clinch a little bit more. Clinch, man.
Oh damn!
I would like to keep my butthole.
How about our agendas?
Jenna, I think is coming back. He played exactly the head and shoulder that you found, like to the T.
And it's coming back.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to sell something. So which one do you think we should sell? Ponke, right? The squirrel.
The squirrel is done.
The squirrel's dead?
I don't. Yeah, that technically yes. The squirrel died. Sorry for this. It's like it can't like the squirrel died. I'm sorry for Peanut, but
Oh my god.
it is like yeah.
And we got peanuts for Peanut. We're getting peanuts for Peanut.
By the way, I don't know. Did I tell you the story where I got ragged so badly?
Really?
Yeah.
That's never happened.
That's not happened.
That never happened. So you need to explain. How did that happen?
Exactly. This is the first time ever. Oh man, Daniel, we're ready for screenshot for it. Yes, exactly. All right, I'll tell you a story. So you know Peanut the Squirrel, the meme coin that you just showed us.
Yeah, it's just shorted.
It was exactly that we just sold. It was not made by the guy who actually had the squirrel.
Okay.
The guy who had the squirrel, which I forgot his name, made another token called Victory. I don't remember something about it. And I went in with $1,000. I was like,
Yeah.
that's
This
it.
is it.
That's
This
it.
is it.
If Peanut has done that, imagine the OG, the original guy, ragged.
Surprised?
No. Nope. So yeah,
damn.
and I couldn't even take a screenshot. I wasn't even fast enough because for a little amount, he's gone to I think 2x or something, and then he ragged on me.
Oh damn! Look at the clinch, man. Clinch. Oh wait, there's clinch.
Damn.
Lock liquidity. Let's get some clinch, just because.
Damn. Okay. One, who the hell made clinch? Two, what? Three, are we buying this?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, this could be a moment of truth for
We're
clinch.
clinching it.
Hey guys, please don't buy it. For the love of God,
For the love of God, no.
clinch the bloodline.
Clinch. We're getting some clinch.
Yeah, bloodline secured. Exactly. You guys have been watching.
There it is. Look.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Do you know the meme where?
Look how much clinch we're gonna do. We're gonna be tight. We're gonna be tight ass.
Oh, when this is gonna go to $1.
Damn. Bloodline secured.
Exactly. Do you know it was one of my favorite memes where there is everything burning in the background and the guy screaming, "What's the ticker?" It's my absolute favorite
Oh,
meme.
dude. Clinch.
Clinch, that's the ticker. Oh my goodness.
Well, at least we're buying the bottom.
Yes. They're clinching at the bottom. Hey, this could be the one.
Damn.
But you know what? I was about to say something extremely degenerate, which is we can afford to lose money here because our 400x leverage is going to forgive it.
Yes. Let's see how well that is going.
The insurance.
Damn.
Oh my God.
We're rich.
There you go.
We've made 60 cents so far.
Do we need to take a screenshot? Of the 400 leverage.
Damn.
Oh boy, I'm glad you guys are having fun. That's what we are here for at the end of the day, right? Otherwise, what's the point if you don't laugh in life? And we're doing this so you don't have to do it. We are showing you how bad it is, these things, so you can just watch us doing it.
Exactly. And it's fun.
Oh, look at double bottom in Ethereum Maxi.
All right. Do we have like almost 150 likes?
Almost.
Just 11 more to go, and then we're gonna get to the Q&A. But before we get to the Q&A, right, I want to give a shout out to all these meme coins that are, like you can see, Waffles seems to be popping off, right? It's just starting some green shoots. Same with Orc, right? Wow Mao, right? A little bit of green shoots here. And same with Pepe, green shoots. So yeah, I think the market might be turning around. No guarantees, but just I'm noticing. I'm going,
Yeah, no, now the trenches are extremely bad for everything, right? Like it's not just, it's just
yeah, but yeah, we can get.
retarded dog law. Yes. Can you go back? Sorry, before we go into the Q&A, because I think we almost on under 50. Can you show me the retarded Maxi? No, what was it called? Ethereum Maxi. Ethereum Maxi.
Ethereum Maxi.
Is there a double bottom there?
Maybe.
Should we go in? Should we go in now?
Yeah, let's get some. Let's get retarded. Let's get rejected.
Because I feel like this is gonna play a very important role in our portfolio.
Definitely.
I'm not.
You know.
I mean, it could even be he's gonna cancel half of it.
Definitely not.
Because I think
we're going broke, man. We only have like fractions of a Solana left, man.
I know, and Solana is getting punched in the face as well.
So we're gonna have to at least go through some of our degens, right? How much likes do we got? 3 more to go.
3 more to go.
Let's go down to the bottom ones here and see if any of these can give us some cash.
What is this?
I don't know, some Catholic coin.
Holly? Did we buy Holly?
I don't know.
$1. $1.
We're rich.
Okay, well, pay the fees. $1 at a time. We will build the retirement.
We build the portfolio $1 at a time.
I seen someone who said, well, it was super funny. Who said it? Clinching from the bottom, now we are here. Oh, bro, that was funny. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, no, you guys are the best. The jokes are writing themselves when it comes to these things, right?
Clinching from the bottom, now we're here.
We need to program that mixer, man, because we have. How about now?
When Moon.
Oh, When Moon, yeah, the meme.
Remember him?
The meme.
When Moon. He was supposed to take us to the moon. Oh well, he did give us $1.37.
This is so funny. I can't. Honestly, I'm crying. Yeah, When Moon was the meme, the little Vietnamese guys or whatever, Asian guy, I don't remember.
Unstable coin. That was a high quality product right there.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to it.
It got a little bit unstable. It's just a smidgen unstable there.
Well, did you say what there was on the tin? I mean, exactly happened.
Smidge. Just a smidge. Got a smidge unstable on us. Anyways, all right. So we got rid of some.
151. We have it. Fantastic. All right, you guys are the best. All right, I saved a few. I'm sure there's going to be more coming in. Give us 3 altcoins for this bull market.
Bitcoin, and Bitcoin.
Exactly. That will be mine.
Because Bitcoin is about to slap everything. Yes, there will be some things that for this bull market that that will outperform in the short term, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah, on an individual basis. And so, are you going to sell the top on that one? Odds are not. So,
I agree.
yeah, if you want some altcoins, right? I guess some of the big ones are like Solana. Don't expect millions, but yeah, it's going to come back up maybe to $200 level, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at our profit. We're $4 in. Let's go.
LFG.
81 still in play? Yobi's asking.
81, what?
81,000 for Bitcoin, I guess, is the
Yeah,
question.
I think we could probably get close to it, but no guarantees on us getting hitting it for sure. But wow, we are in the go.
We're flying. We're flying with
Go
our
time.
trade. Look at that. Boom.
Go time on the minute chart. You want to see? Go time. You know the minute chart can turn like this
Yeah. In literally a minute.
in a minute,
Literally.
in a hot minute.
And
It's gone.
That's why, like, honestly, doing the minute trading is like, is that, I mean, I guess there is some TA attached to it, but it's just gambling, right?
Yeah, because I mean, you can still do it. It's just you have to like accept that there's percentage losses, right, on the minute chart, and that you're going to take, right, and that's just the way it is, right?
Yep, exactly. Remind me of the song. It's the way it is. Okay, Damien is asking, do you think the stock market are cooked? It's a good question.
Yeah. I think we are fried chicken until the Fed comes in to save the day. Yeah, it's cooked.
Until the strip club money are coming
Exactly. So if they come in and say, "Here, you need money? Here you go. How about you? You need the money? Here you go. If you need money, yeah." They did that in the '80s, right? When the stock market collapsed, right? They did that again in the after what's it called? A long-term capital management collapsed, and once again, the other stories, right? The 2008 was the apocalyptic printing. I mean, do you know like 11 trillion was handed out to the banks in backdoor deals? 11 trillion.
Wasn't it circulating around something where during the pandemic, 60% of the dollar supply was printed in the 6 months after the pandemic? Isn't that crazy to think about it? 60% or somewhat in that region. I don't remember the numbers per se, but damn.
Yeah, they were doing 25% a year. They pumped it up.
That's crazy.
This is how we got Michael Saylor on board, right? Because Mike was, once they started pumping up the printing press, right? Mike's stock was getting shorted to the ground, right? And he's like, why? Because they're going to print 25% a year. And so your money's going to be cut in half. In what, 3 years? It's worth everything, your cash on your balance sheet is worthless. The amount of cash you've got per month, worthless.
Yeah, which is connected to, there's some really good questions in the chat. That's why those are connected to what you're saying. Okay, Malaysia is asking, hey, if a bull market should start any moment, at which Bitcoin price do you believe is enough to start selling and taking some profits? Okay, I have my own take on this one, which I'm sure is going to be similar to yours, which is you don't sell Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the exit strategy. So as long as you have a fiat income or a job or whatever, don't sell it because it's not worth playing the I'm going to double it because it's going to punish you.
Exactly. It's not worth it because the Bitcoin is not an asset for, what's it called? I'm going to save my money to buy a specific, like go to school. I'm going to buy a car with that. You can in the future, but when it's like really like crazy, of course. So for example, if you bought it at $1 and then we were at 100,000 now, yeah, it'd be all right if you bought a car with it, right?
Exactly. But that's my point. It's a delay gratification thing. You have to do 2 or 3, maybe even 4 bull. The more honestly, the better. Imagine if you were exactly like you said. Imagine going back to the previous cycle and the one before when Bitcoin was at 20,000. Right? Imagine saying, "Oh, Bitcoin has gone to 20,000. I'm selling." Oh, it's now 80,000. And no, you wouldn't be able to time the top and the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
Forget about it. So you would have lost money. Whether if you wait long enough until, quote unquote, it's worth it. I think you should shift your mindset and stack as much as you can, and don't try and double it, because this shortcut is going to punish you.
Yeah, because here's the thing: as long as we have fiat money, right, you never have to sell, because there's ways that as they build out the infrastructure, there's going to be ways for you to just, okay, I'm gonna use this as leverage to give me cash, and that's it. There's going to be ways, and we already found something, right? That's worthwhile.
Yep. And it's another good one. Gold is about to peak, so Bitcoin is going up. I think so as well, because usually Bitcoin likes to follow what Bitcoin likes to follow what gold is doing, which means if gold has gone to a run, most likely Bitcoin is going to follow. Accurate, I think so. I think we'll see a 90,000 plus Bitcoin soon-ish. But again, it doesn't matter how much one Bitcoin is worth in fiat, right? Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. Try to get as many as you can.
We're old, man. How old are you guys?
Yeah. Well, hey, someone. Remember when someone called me a kid with a hat? It's like a 50 years old kid.
Yeah,
but I'll take it.
Yeah. Do you remember Battlestar Galactica?
I remember
the original.
I remember
not the new
remake. Yeah. Wasn't it in the 70s?
Yeah. So that's how old we are.
Exactly. Streets of San Francisco, one of my favorite TV shows.
Yeah.
Those are old school, man. Yeah, we are, let's say over 21
exactly.
plus.
Yeah, we're 21 plus.
21 plus. I like to. How old are you? 21 plus. I have to go into any specifics. Okay, Tiago, good to see you. He's always asking, well, Lambo, has Bitcoin got 100x in it still? It's a good question.
This is a good question. What would be 100x look like? So it's not like 800,000, but 8 million. Yes.
Yeah. That's it. I think we will see.
Yes.
We'll see in our lives too.
Yes.
It's possible. Very much possible.
Yes, within the next 15, 20 years, yeah.
I think so.
100x on there.
I mean, okay, think about this, right? So if you pay attention to what Michael Saylor said, he said in the next 10, 12 years, it's going to be 16 million per coin.
Exactly. Because here's whether it's 60 million or not, it's because of the way the money is, it's always expanding in supply. There's a guarantee that within your lifetime, there's 100x from here. Guarantee. Within your lifetime, there's 100x from here, assuming there's no war or nuclear bomb or whatever, right? To wipe out your lifetime. But if there's none of that, right, and you stay healthy and you stay fit and you hold your Bitcoin, you will see 100x from here. Done.
Yep. I like it. This is another good one. Where do you think Ethereum is going in the long run? Toilet? It's going the toilet. I mean,
here's the thing. I mean, I find it hard to believe that Vitalik is just going to abandon Ethereum.
No, it's not going to. Exactly. It's not going to abandon it. I think it's either. I don't know how you feel about this.
But it will go down and just drag for a while before they fix it, get it back up to speed, and then Ethereum might do extremely well.
Exactly. I think it's either a huge amount of manipulation happening or competition coming in. You know, for how many cycles we've seen, oh, this is the Ethereum killer, this is the Ethereum killer. Well, maybe Ethereum killed himself, you know, and if you chart it versus Bitcoin, there's no hope. So unless something happens, which it could be out of our imagination, I mean, there's always going to be space for other crypto, right? So I don't think Bitcoin is going to dominate. I don't even think they compete one another. But to go back to your question, I am extremely disappointed. If you'd have asked me 2 years ago where Ethereum would have been
I know.
now, I would have said at least 5K. So
We're rich, $2.
We're rich. There you go. Nice.
Let's see here. All right, so it's banging.
Yeah, it's banging. We don't have I know we do have a take profit.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And our stop loss is liquidation.
Bold. I like that. Well, let us know, guys, in the comment if you would like us to see if you'd like us to show maybe more live trades and that kind of stuff, because this is fun. See how that plays.
Yeah. All right. I like that one. All right. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's show. I know I did, and I had some fun, and I was like dying. I was in tears and stitches every time.
Every single day.
Damn, this is the best. All right. Hopefully, you guys, you're enjoying it as much as we are. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Cheers.